for like 4 minutes. Let everyone join. Send the link around. Send the link to your boys, and then we're going into the mock. I need to share my screen. How do I share my screen?
The bottom.
What do you mean?
The screen with the plus.
Okay, I see that. Are we live? We're not live yet, right?
No.
We'll go live.
No, we are. I lied.
Oh shit. All right, send the link. Send the link around. Did you get the link?
Yeah. We didn't even start it yet, but well, actually, we did start it, but it's like
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Hey.
Hi.
Yo, what's up? How we doing?
What's your
Good, how are
who's
you?
your friend? What's his name?
his name's Brett.
Hey, Brad?
Did he go
Brett.
to your old school?
Brad?
No, high school.
Oh.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. We're ready to get the second episode going on the pod. You know, we're about to make it big.
Did you hear me?
No, I saw you.
Oh,
My microphone's a little bit giveaway.
it is.
It's a really bright light.
It is pretty bright.
Oh,
Rubus, you better be promoting the pod right now, dude.
Yeah, do you guys subscribe or what?
How do I subscribe? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys should subscribe and send
I'll go
around the
watch it.
live
How do I find
How
it?
many
Huh?
How do I find it?
It's on YouTube.
You guys, we can get you some viewers. We can do something. What's it called?
Huh?
What's it called?
Undrafted and unemployed.
Yeah.
What?
Undrafted and unemployed.
I like the name of
Yeah.
this podcast.
Those are you.
Yeah. What?
That's all. Okay.
Unemployed.
There's some weird stuff.
Yeah, these.
Are we
these,
Casanova?
I don't know. These
Kids in the
are
chat.
friends from home.
Okay.
We're gonna take off your top for the.
we gotta get started. We gotta get started. Let's
Is
get
that
into
your
the mod.
girlfriend? No.
Bert is annoying with us.
I can get his girlfriend on here though.
My girlfriend?
Yeah, they asked is that your girlfriend, but I can get her over
They
here.
call her Jakey.
Who's my girl?
He calls
Oh
her-
my god!
he calls
Hell
her
no!
Jakey
No,
Poo.
no,
She calls
no,
him
no.
Jakey Poo.
Not my
Yeah,
girl.
Rubus doesn't have a girlfriend, bro. There's
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah.
There's no chance
No,
that's true.
He has a nickname
He
around
is an
here.
admirer.
It's
What's
Jakey
his
Poo.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
it's Jakey
Jakey
Poo.
Poo.
Jakey Poo.
Oh, Jakey Poo. You know, we called him Ruby Soccer back in the day. You guys should start that up.
Ruby Soccer.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll start that one up.
All right.
I kind of like Jakey Poo still.
I like
Nah,
Jakey
man.
Poo too.
Oh,
Haven't
this one
seen
said we need to
Rubus
see her.
smile like this in a while. Damn.
It's because they haven't seen me in a while.
Right.
All right, boys. Let's get into this.
See ya, Bernardo.
Brett.
Brett.
All right. Bye, chat. We'll be on the pod next week.
Yeah.
He's
Be honest.
Yo,
blushing.
mods, get these girls out of here, bro. Come on.
Sorry.
Remember when you scored a goal against the defending national? I like that his friends are.
Yeah.
His friends are.
Right?
Tell them we'll be on the pod next week. We want to guest star.
All right, you can guest star.
We want to be on there longer.
All right. Listen, boys.
Hi.
This is the second episode of Undrafted and Unemployed. Obviously, Rubus is showing all of the huzz that he's been pulling recently. But anyways, we're gonna get into the podcast. Today's episode is our first round mock draft. So you know, me and Rubus have been doing a ton of studying and everything on the draft. There's been a lot of rumors recently, especially the past few days. It's heating up. It's mock draft season. So we're going to get into this. The best part about this mock is that this is live on the ball decisions. This is not pre-planned. So it's going to simulate exactly how an NFL mock draft would go. Also, this is our predictions, not who we would pick at that pick. It's what we think the team will do. All right, Rubus, get us started. Let's go.
I mean, yeah. Wait, no, I'm doing evens. Get the hell out of here, bro. I want the Bengals.
You want evens? All right, fine. You get the Jets too then. You can see the screen, right? It's good.
Yeah.
Perfect. So with the first overall pick, not much to say here. Fernando Mendoza. What I will say is there's been a little bit of talk about Ty Simpson like being a better prospect. All that it's
Get
just
Brett. Enough.
yeah, enough. That's right. Fernando Mendoza will be the number 1 overall pick. We'll see how he does. Raiders have improved their offensive capabilities and players a lot this offseason, so I think he'll have a decent opportunity to start week 1. Although we will see, because I believe Kirk Cousins is over there as well. So.
Yeah. So let's go to the worst team in the NFL, the New York Jets.
Not too great.
Arvell Reese is just right there, man. And the Jets, the organization they're making the stupid scenarios in their head, yeah, David Bailey's the guy. Well, guess what? He's not the guy, but the Jets will pick David Bailey. They're idiots.
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, as a lifelong Jets fan myself, I have to agree with that pick of David Bailey. That's who I think we will take based on recent smoke. But it's a disgrace, man. It's an absolute disgrace. Arvell Reese is going to be a generational stud in the league, and he's going to go to the Cardinals at number 3 because the Jets are a bunch of dimwits. Thank you, Woody Johnson. Please sell the team. Please. Yeah, so the Cardinals go with the best player on the board, Arvell Reese. It might not be their biggest need at the moment. They definitely need offensive tackle. A lot of people have been mocking Francis Maui-Noah. But, Arvell Reese is kind of the only true blue chip prospect in the draft. David Bailey, can he play on rundowns? No one knows. But Arvell Reese, he's going to be a stud, so you can't pass on him if you're the Cardinals.
Yeah, there's no more debate about that one. Should have been David Bailey, but the Jets suck. Then number 4, I think they go Jeremiah Love. I don't think Tony Pollard is that great of a running back, and he is on the older side of things, and he probably is one of the best prospects in the entire draft. They need help with Cam Ward. It just makes the most sense to just pick Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick at all. I could definitely see that happening. Very realistic. I've also seen actually some Carnell Tate mocked them, but yeah, definitely got to get as much help to Cam Ward as possible. You know what I'm saying? Alejandro Melgar says, Brett, turn the face cam back on. I'm almost done. Not sure exactly what that means. But
yeah, low-key mods, just get him out of here, please.
I'm a little concerned by that. Mods, lock in on that guy. Yo. Send him back to Panama. All right. Anyways, number 5, we're gonna go New York Giants. Wow, this is, let's see here. I think the Giants here just have to go best player available, and that's gonna be Sonny Styles. I want to hear Rubus's thoughts on this as well, but I think Sonny Styles' stock was peaking at the combine, and now kind of the highest he usually goes is 5 to the Giants, but he has been mocked there.
Brett, you cut off your mic. Oh my God, Brett.
Wait, what about now?
You're back.
Yeah, boys, we're back. Don't worry. The pod was almost cooked again. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience last night, but I don't know what. Essentially, we're going best player available. We're going with Sonny Styles, and he's just a dog. You can't go wrong with that. The Giants, they're gonna focus on defense right now. Front seven is looking pretty good over there. So, yeah.
I don't think it's the worst. I think that's possibly of what they do, but I do think they'd probably go Carnell Tate. But yeah, going on to the by the way, Christopher, we don't do class in this podcast. Mods, get him out of here.
Finn323 quit. Yo, Angus, buddy, that was probably the lightest class I've taken at Lehigh. If you're asking for help there, you might as well switch to being a poli-sci major, just Ben.
Get him out.
Yeah.
For the Browns, I think they go Carnell Tate, the next guy best available. Their wide receiver room is absolutely disgusting. Their wide receiver one is Jerry Jeudy, so they need a lot of help over there. And although at the same time, they could go with the tackle out of Miami, but I do think they'll pick Carnell Tate, or possibly even trade down. But let's just go Carnell Tate.
Carnell Tate. I don't hate that pick. I think that the Browns definitely their worst position is receiver. I think if they stick at 6, they will probably take him if the board falls like this. But there's been a lot of rumors about the Browns trading down potentially. Maybe a team like the Dolphins or Cowboys. I've seen, especially the Cowboys, have rumored to been wanting to trade up for a cornerback. So, I mean, this is not a trade mock draft. Yet maybe in our next mock draft coming up before the draft, we can do one with trades. But I don't mind that pick from Rubis. On to our next pick. Let's take a look here at some of the offense. Okay. Interesting. I think at this spot, the Commanders could probably go receiver and pair someone up with Terry McLaurin. So I'm going to go with Mekhi Lemon. He's not my favorite prospect, like we talked about in our last live stream, but I think a lot of teams are still very high on him despite his concerns off the field. So, yeah, I think they go with Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all, man. That is way too high for me. I don't think Mekhi Lemon is that worthy of being that high, to be honest.
All right, who do you think is going to go at 7 then? Like, who would you have?
I mean, I think they just go best player available. Like, they need help everywhere on that defensive side of the ball too. Like, I think, bro, looking at the board, like, why not Caleb Downs?
Caleb Downs, positional value, man. I really think the NFL has not been.
He could play all over the field.
I don't know about all that. I think, especially with those knee concerns, I don't see him going at number 7 to the Commanders. But anyways, you're up.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the Saints also just go best player available here. I think they go Caleb Downs. He's the best player available, I think, at this point. And the Saints have lockup tackles already for their future, so I don't really think there's a point in adding any more. And those are the best players available, so I think they go Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs to the Saints. Interesting pick. All right, let's see. Let's call out in the chat here. Brandon Mayer 9477 says, "Can someone mute the squeaker?"
I'm assuming that's Brett for sure.
No, I mean, I'm kind of confused. I don't see Will Caney in this live stream. I was kind of expecting him to be referencing that guy, but I don't know. He might be watching a different live stream or something. All right, on to the Chiefs. Jeez, what neighborhood are we living in over there at George Mason?
Mod Kyle Duffy.
Yo, Kyle Duffy, help me out, and can we get Alejandro Melgar banned? He's still chirping us in the chat. Like, this is ridiculous at this point. All right, on to the next one. Let's see, Kansas City. This is probably the easiest pick I've seen so far. They lost their top 3 cornerbacks this offseason, one being traded away to the Rams for their first-round pick. So here, I mean, Mansour Delane still on the board. Best cornerback in the draft, kind of a can't-miss prospect here. So I think the Chiefs have to beef up that defense, get a little younger. They take Delane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a bad pick, but I do see worlds where they go Ruben Bain. They've been eyeing a lot of edge rushers in this draft. They've had meetings with Keldrick Folk, I saw as well, so it's not bad. But, now my Bengals, with just all the recent stuff going on and how I've been seeing it, I think we go Jamal McCoy. I think he is the best corner in the draft. I don't think it's Mansour Delane. I think the only reason he might go after him is because of his injuries, but I think Jamal McCoy is the player we will be picking, and just based off what I've been seeing, I think it's going to be a corner. And just with
All right.
Ruben Bain, all the stuff going on, I don't think it's going to happen.
I could see that. I will say that if the Bengals end up taking Jermod McCoy, I would probably expect them to try to like pay him $5 million less than every other first round pick and then have a contract dispute, and then
Nah,
like
man, that's just Shamar Stewart.
maybe
bullcrap,
he
bro,
doesn't
man.
show up to OTAs and then like gets on the field week 1 and then like, maybe tears his ACL.
Nah, man,
or
Jermon
something.
McCoy's the boy. He'll be the
knowing
boy.
knowing how the Bengals operate, that's kind of like the outcome.
Nah, man. Disagree totally. Go back to being a Jet fan, kid.
Okay. Up next, we have the Dolphins at number 11. Wow, they are not in a good spot these days. Definitely in a little bit of a rebuild here. And, Bain is definitely dropping a lot. Maui Noah is dropping a lot. Definitely could see them being excited with this board turning out the way it is. And I think, the Dolphins just take Francis Maui Noah, just best player available at a position of need, at a high valued position, offensive tackle. He can step in, play tackle. He could even move to guard if he struggles out there. I've seen a little bit of concerns with him as a tackle, but you're getting him at 11, and he would be an elite guard regardless. So I think that's a pretty slam dunk pick right there.
Yeah, I think let me just a quick one. Number 12, Cowboys traded Micah Parsons. There's just no way they wouldn't pick Ruben Bain if this is how it went. So, Ruben Bain, nice and simple.
Bain, yeah, I mean, don't want to complicate that one, like that's Ruben Bain to 12. We do have to mention though, like there's been some recent reports about him being involved in a fatal car crash back in 2024. So it's kind of unclear how that could affect Bain's draft stock. It just came out. There's definitely a lot of time till the draft, but I think this is safe to say this is mostly with the assumption that that gets cleared up. So definitely have to see.
Chat, Nate Anevsky, Rubus, turn on your face camera at a goon corner. We don't talk about gooning in this chat. Mods, get him out of here immediately.
Yeah, that's a little bit unprofessional, man. This is a NFL talking podcast. I mean, like you could go somewhere else if you want to talk about gooning. Yeah, but on to pick number 13, the Rams. Wow. This has been a very popular pick, mock to the Rams, because there's been a lot of buzz about them going receiver. And I honestly kind of agree with that. I think they go Jordan Tyson here. I think I've seen a lot of Tyson and Mekhi Lemon mocked to the Rams. Sure, he does have big injury concerns. But, Devontae Adams is aging. Puka is obviously an absolute stud, but he has had some weird off-the-field issues this offseason. So Tyson is definitely going to step in once Devontae Adams leaves and just be a stud receiver in that offense. They don't get to pick this high in the draft very often at all. They almost never have their first-round pick, so they'd be ecstatic to get a guy like Tyson. So,
yeah, that's one of the few picks I agree with you so far. I have seen Mekhi Lemon going there, but you picked him way too early, like an idiot.
Okay, all right.
Number 14, though, Ravens fans want this guy badly, even my guy Asembo. Kenyon Sadiq, great tight end. He is going to give Lamar a ton of help. I think this is an easy pick for the Ravens if it came out like this. I don't really see a world where they don't pick Sadiq if he's here.
Okay. Go with Kenyon Sadiq. I think the last thing you said is a bit preposterous, to say the least. I mean, Kenyon Sadiq is probably going to be there at 14. I think this is about near the ceiling that he goes, but to say that they almost are guaranteed to take Sadiq is a bit
I think they would 100% pick Sadiq.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good pick. It's a good pick nonetheless. All right, on to number 15. We have Tampa Bay. Okay, let's see the edge rushers here. Okay, at 15, I think.
Oh, don't do it, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Keldrick Folk, bro.
Yeah, I think at 15 they're gonna go Keldrick Falk. You actually kind of read my mind there. Reason being, I think the NFL is gonna be a lot higher on Keldrick.
Yo, chat.
Yeah.
Chat,
What's
chat,
going
chat.
on?
Yo,
What do you mean chat?
let's look at this comment by Brandon. That's a little concerning.
What's a little concern? What did Brandon say?
Yo, mods, get him out of here. We don't need that kind of negativity here. But yeah, let's get this kid checked out. Brett Manley, let's get him checked out.
What did he say, yo? Like, what comment are we talking about? I don't see that. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so the Bucks are gonna go Keldrick Falk because he's just a very NFL ready tight end or edge, like very lengthy, huge, great size, great length. He's gonna be great against the run day one. So that's kind of good for a team like the Bucks who are still trying to compete right now. And yeah, if he could develop his pass rush moves as time goes on, he could be an elite edge rusher. So
we have a comment here by Beckett Calder. You read my mind, says in the notes. This is straight from the we have no notes, nothing.
yeah, this is
We're
actually
going
off the
straight-
dome. Yeah,
We're going-
wait,
I got-
Rubis, keep talking. Yeah, keep talking.
All right. Anyway, let's go to number 16. I mean, I don't really like this guy, but Brett seems to be like all over this guy. Just do Omar Cooper, I guess. Like you kind of want him, so let's just make you a happy Jet fan for once.
All right, this is ridiculous, man.
This is getting a little inappropriate,
Some
guys.
sabotage going on in the podcast right now.
This is
yo,
a little
should I-
inappropriate, Brett. Can we figure
Hold
this
on.
out, man?
Let's confront.
Man, we got a little interference in the pod, man.
Yo,
Let's get the situation, man.
apologies to the audience. I had to take care of that one, but we
Yeah,
should
Kyle,
be fine. for the
Kyle,
rest
what's
of the
going
pod.
on, man?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Let's do Omar Cooper, bro. That's
Omar
a good-
Cooper Jr. Gotta love that pick. This guy is just an absolute stud in every way of imagination. The only concern is that he broke out at 22 years old, but it's whatever. Let's go to the next pick. The Detroit Lions. I think this pick is obvious. They're going to go with Monroe Freeling. Freeling, like, this is about as far as he's going to drop in the draft, and he plays left tackle, actually. So there's been a lot of talk about the Lions potentially taking a right tackle because Freeling's not expecting to drop here, and then moving Penei Sewell to left tackle. But this is kind of the dream scenario. They get to keep Sewell, the all-pro tackle, at his current position and draft Monroe. And this dude's kind of a low floor, high ceiling type of player, but if he develops right with the right coaching, which Detroit definitely has, he can be an absolute stud.
Let's go to the next pick. 18. I mean, let's just think about it here. Lost Harrison Smith. Great safety left. Dieneman. I think this is easy. Safety for Morgan. My boy Dylan.
Dylan Tieneman. Yeah, first of all, you should learn how to pronounce his name, man. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's too confusing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, great player. Nate, comment, when is the stream over? It's never over. All right, buddy? Streaming all night.
Wow, good chirp from Rubis, even though the stream's going to be over and like
It's not
the
sure,
next-
bro.
at the end of this.
Watch our videos, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, mods, like, give this guy one strike, but definitely don't kick him out because we do need the viewers. We're a bit low right now at 13, but yeah, I mean, our fans should be supportive, not asking when the stream's gonna end.
Yeah.
It's a bit questionable.
All right. How about Panthers?
Anyways, to Carolina. Bryce Young had a great year last year for his standards. Yeah, he's definitely potentially the franchise quarterback, although he still needs to improve year over year. So we'll have to see about that. But to support him, I think they're gonna go offense, and they go with a player like Spencer Fano, a very versatile player. He might end up at tackle or guard or even center in the NFL. So they could definitely move him around, see where he fits best. But yeah, he's super athletic as a offensive lineman, so I think he's a good fit to help out Bryce Young.
Yeah. Bryce Young needs help, man. So last year was better, but they still need some help. All right, on to the Dallas Cowgirls. Go to the offense for the players.
Let's see offense. Well, reminder, by the way, with their first pick, they did go Ruben
Yeah.
Bain. So maybe
Yeah,
they want to
go Ruben Bain.
to offense.
But at the
here.
same time, actually, no, my bad. Go defense. They don't really need some offense. They need some help back there. They're in the mud. Let's see here. Scroll. Go to corner. I might go to corner.
You got some.
Oh
interesting-
yeah, for sure. Colton Hood, man. That he's a prospect, man.
he is
he's a
one of
great
the
player.
prospects of all time. That's correct. But like, why would you say
Did
he's
you
a
see
good
that
prospect?
secondary last year? Absolutely disgusting. Burnt left and right, just like the Bengals. They need help back there. Colton Hood.
All right, interesting. So on to number 21, the Pittsburgh Steelers. In almost every mock draft I've seen, the Steelers usually end up going receiver. They usually go Tyson, or Omar Cooper or something along those lines. But in our mock draft here, obviously, not many great receivers left on the board. We got Concepcion, Denzel, Boston. Not really two of my favorites, so we might go in a different direction here. Let's see. What do they need? Let's check out.
I mean, hey man, I know this is not my pick, but man, like Ty Simpson, man.
Ty Simpson, nah. I mean, like
I think he goes, bro.
I think that the Steelers are a smart team. They usually go best player available. That's usually been historically the best
So Kenny
draft
Pickett.
strategy. So they're gonna go with Vega Ioane, falling all the way to 21. I mean, I know that's just how this draft ended up turning out, but I don't think he falls that far at all. Actually, if I was at 16, I would have taken Vega over Omar Cooper, by the way, Rubus. I think that was kind of a mistake on your end. But yeah, I mean, the Steelers definitely need guard help, and this dude, aside from having small arms, is pretty much just like almost a blue chip level guard prospect. So he's definitely not falling this far, but the Steelers would pounce on it if he does.
All right, man. Fair enough. But I do think they would have Ty Simpson there. Going to the Chargers. I mean, Caden Proctor looks way too good right now for that O line. How it's been. I mean, Caden Proctor's just. Actually, wait. Never mind. Take that back. They have two good tackles. They just got hurt. They do need some help on that D line. I would think. Lost Adafe Owe and other guys. Sue Peter Woods. They haven't had a good D tackle, and I think there's been reports of him falling in the draft, but I think just it's the system at Clemson that wasn't working towards the end. So give me Peter Woods.
Peter Woods. That's just a horrific pick. I'm not gonna lie, but
I don't think it is, man.
Like, I like the thought process. Yes, they do need D line, but you have Caden McDonald of Ohio State out here, and Peter Woods' stock is
Peter Woods is better. I don't
plummeting.
care. He's better.
After
better.
a very, very shitty final season at Clemson. So I don't see him going in the first round personally. But
A comment from Nate. Rubus, when are you doing a stream with Bonnie Blue? Extremely inappropriate. Strike 2 for Nate.
strike 2. One more strike, and Buddy is
Mods are
kicked.
banning him.
Kyle Duffy, get on that. All right. On to the Eagles. Very disappointing season last year. But, we'll see how they can improve in this draft. I think that, honestly, the pick here is going to be Akeem Mesidor if he falls. Edge is definitely a solid need for the Eagles right now. And also, they're still in win now mode. Howie Roseman has built this team to last only for the next few years, and then all of their studs, their contracts are going to expire. They're going to be in some big cap trouble. So a guy like Mesidor is going to be a stud. He's a 25-year-old, so at the gate he'll be very good. His ceiling's questionable, but he could definitely be a day one contributor on that D line.
I agree. They definitely do need some help on that edge rusher position. For the next one, I think this is maybe the easiest pick of all time. The Browns have been rumored to pick this guy at 6. So I feel like if they don't pick him now, I mean, that would make any sense. But Caden Proctor, easy one.
Caden Proctor. Yeah, I like that a lot. He's a high upside tackle. Huge dude. Like, very huge. Like, reminds me of a Mekhi Becton back in the day. Shout out New York Jets. All right, let's take a look at Let's take a look at the live chat here. A few chirps for Rubis, which honestly I'm kind of loving. They're a little bit entertaining. We
Yeah, I
got
don't like these are your boys, bro. Like, why are they chirping me, bro?
Brennan Mayer says, Rubis, if you ever pull up to Wayne, New Jersey, I'll turn your story into a cautionary tale. Jeez, Rubis, you better watch your step there. I mean, I know.
I'm not worried, man. Like, Brandon Mayer, what kind of name is that?
Yo, B Mayer, if you're ever trying to look for his crib, look for those huge castle doors. You got that. All right.
Get off.
Thank you.
Back on topic.
Begging Calder says, Rubis just started talking, and the viewers instantly went from 13 to 10. Wow, that is a huge.
They're scared of my
shift.
presence, man.
Oh, and I started talking, and now they're back up to 11. Beautiful. All right.
All right, get back on topic. Yeah, Wayne is hood.
Yo, back up. Wayne is hood. You're from Wayne, buddy. What are you talking about? All right. Back on topic number 25, the Chicago Bears. Wow, what a season last year for them. It really gonna be like potential Super Bowl contenders this year.
Yeah, my ass.
You know, Caleb Williams, Mr. Iceman.
Take
But yeah, you know, I think a lot of the cornerbacks have been falling here. And I really see one guy specifically that I love as a prospect.
Oh
I
my
think he'd be a great pick
Bonds.
at number 25. And especially with the Bears losing a cornerback that had 5 interceptions last year to the New York Jets, of course, he's going to be a
Yeah,
stud.
he was terrible at the end of the year. Let him go for a reason.
They're going to need to take my guy, Avion Terrell, out of
thank God.
Clemson. AJ Terrell's brother, by the way. And this dude, he's like 5'9", reminds me of a guy like myself. But
You're not 5'9".
he's an absolute dog.
You're 5'2".
He tackles well. He's just like he's a menace on the field. He's got a high motor. Like this dude, you know, I think he'd be a great pick for Chicago. So on to 26.
I think I will stick on the cornerback side of the ball. They just traded Teron Johnson, and they also have lost other guys in that secondary. So I think they go Pons.
Pons, D'Angelo Pons. Genuinely never heard of this guy in my life. I mean, Rubis, you
He's
gotta
been
like.
in tons of first-round mock drafts, dude. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All
He
right,
actually has. He's projected to go like 31 on CBS.
All right, on to our next draft pick. San Francisco 49ers at 27. Looks like an all or nothing year for them. They signed Mike Evans. They're an old aging team out there. So definitely want to look for some like win now players. Let's see. I don't think they go receiver with the Mike Evans addition, and they got Pearsall over there. I think like another BPA is just gonna be a Caleb Lomu. He's gonna be a similar type of prospect to Spencer Fano, who went at 19 to the Panthers. Both just super athletic tackles that have question marks at guard, but he can fill in.
Right, your mic cut out again. Two times in one stream, man. This is just not professional. It's extremely unprofessional.
Sorry about that, boys.
It's so unprofessional, man. Big,
yeah,
we're trying to run a podcast here, and this is the second time your mic is disconnecting.
So yeah, Caleb Lomu on to 28. Let's get this thing over with, so Rubis can go to his birthday party.
Yeah, let's go to the offensive line here.
All right.
Go to the O lineman, please.
Like tackle, guard, center. You got to be more specific.
Nah, they need tackles, man.
Yeah.
I have been seeing a ton of Max from Arizona State. I've seen him go as high as 20 on mock draft. So, you know, get my guy. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, to be honest. Too confusing, but give me that guy.
All right, Rubis picks a player, and he can't even pronounce his last name.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I do know I've seen him in mock drafts. I saw him go to the Eagles the other day.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Shout out to Beckett Calder, Niners seeing this podcast and drafting Lomu instantly. Wow. Appreciate the support, my guy. Yeah, they definitely, you know, want to look to podcasters like me with ball knowledge for.
No. Your mic needs to like stay connected to be at least like somewhat relevant.
All right, Chiefs at 9. They took Mansour Delane. At 29, they are on the board. You know, the Chiefs are in. It's kind of an interesting spot for them. You know, they're obviously the Chiefs. They're obviously still going to be having high expectations this year, but definitely in the midst of a mini rebuild. Um, so yeah, let's see. Let's see. I think that this end of the first round area, we haven't had a receiver go in a while. I think similar to the Rams with Puka, I think that Rashee Rice has had a lot of off the field issues. It's kind of hard to trust him, and if he's not going to do something detrimental to the team, and also Xavier Worthy has been a bit questionable. I think they go with a guy like Casey Concepcion. I think he can be a weapon in their offense. Dude is just electric with the ball in his hands. I think him and Mahomes could be something to see. So they go with Concepcion.
I really like that pick. I was going to go him next to the Dolphins. So with that being said, I will go back to that wide receiver spot, and I'll do Denzel Boston. He is also an extremely good player. I've seen him go as high as like 18 in mock draft. So Denzel Boston, I think this is an easy pick for the Dolphins who have a wide receiver room as their wide receiver one as Washington. So they got to fix that immediately.
All right, back-to-back receivers. I like that pick because this is a predictive mock, although I do think that Boston is going to be a bust in the league. But, yeah, I think, with trading away Waddle to Denver and signing Malik Willis, the Dolphins need to draft a receiver with one of these first two picks. I think they're probably eyeing up Concepcion, like you're saying, because Malik Willis is going to have absolutely no one to throw to. All right, on to our second to last pick here, New England Patriots. Probably the most overrated team in the league from last year. I mean, these guys, I don't know how the hell they made the Super Bowl, but
Agreed.
we'll see. We'll see. I think that this would be a very New England pick, and we're going to go edge rusher here, and we're gonna go with TJ Parker. There's nothing flashy about this dude, but he's a gritty guy. He's got good IQ, high football IQ. Yeah, he lives in the gym.
Those stats, though, man. Those stats.
Lives in the gym, high IQ player, gritty. I think this is a New England type of guy. I just see them picking him. They have some rotational edge rushers in there right now who had some solid years last year, like Caleb Von Chason. So I think adding him to that room could be beneficial.
Yeah, let's just end this off here with the last pick with the Seahawks. They've just lost Boye Mafe to the Bengals. Great player. Should never have let him go. But I think they just go best rusher available here, and that's Zion from Missouri. I think he's a very good player, and I think it's very possible that he's there at 32. Probably will be there at 32.
All right. That should be the draft.
Hey, man, B-.
Look at the full results here. Also, shout out to Tristan Dawson saying that we stink. That hurts to hear.
Why is that a shout out? Like you don't shout that out. You say
no. I mean, listen to what I'm gonna say. Like that hurts to hear, man. But like still being in the live stream with 5 viewers left at the very end.
Now you're talking. Now we're down to 3, man. This is a joke.
We're down to 3. Damn. We appreciate the support though. It's tough. It's tough getting at the gutter at the beginning of the journey, but we'll have a long way to go. So yeah, this is the full mock draft results. Rubus, how about we end this live stream by picking out each of our favorite picks in this draft and what we really think could be a great fit and we actually see happening.
Best pick of the draft, Jamal McCoy, man. Cincinnati Bengal.
No. You're not picking the Bengals. And this is not the best pick. This is the most realistic.
All right, fine. I think the most valuable pick based on our mock is definitely Caden Proctor for the Browns. I think they've been eyeing him up at 6, so I think that to get them at 24 in our mock, it's a lot of value.
Okay. I like that. And then on my end, I think that I'll go with Mansour Delane at 9 to the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are just like so down bad for a corner right now, and he's the best in the draft, and he's a good value at 9. So if he falls there, he will be picked there. I've seen rumors the Cowboys could trade up to 6 for him. So maybe that happens, but I think if he's at 9, he's a Chief.
That just about wraps it up.
that wraps it up. Yeah, thank you to all the viewers of Undrafted and Unemployed. We really
And
appreciate
Mod,
it.
Van Jake went out for his comment at the end. Mod, Van.
I think Kyle Duffy will be getting promoted to mod after this live stream.
I don't know, because he's saying like Rubis has no ball knowledge, or like we don't want that
Nah.
negativity from Mod.
He's been very active, great support in this live stream. So yeah, I think we're continuing to be on the ups. We're considering a brand name change actually. So stay tuned for that. And we're definitely gonna get at least 1, maybe 2 more episodes in before the draft.
Definitely mock draft part 2 next week.
Oh yeah, final mock draft. We'll take in our notes, get prepared, and also stay tuned for the live stream of the actual mock draft. That will be absolutely hype. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be getting hype. We might even have some guest viewers hop on for that. You never know. So, yeah, man. Rubis, any concluding thoughts?
I got nothing. Gave it my all, man.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, boys, for coming on. And remember, stay undrafted, stay unemployed.
And remember, the Jets haven't made the playoffs in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Till next week.
Unfortunate. See you, boys.